slip. See me grinding, hit the clip.
One time over and then
when I arrive, you hear trip. Bitch, you're fresher than hibachi. You can come in and I ain't hot. They having trouble trying to stop me. I'm moving like I'm not the raindrops. So they tryna be my main thing. My heart is for this shit to let it go. We did not let this shit day. Like me, yeah, that's a go. I'm in that type of pressure. Fucking out here, I need medical. Now got me stuck like a vegetable. Caught the blicky for the opposition. I can make a do a job. I don't even see no competition. You don't see no seeds in my diet. I'm trying to put myself in my position. Baby, show me you could be a rider. They was beefing, now I'm starting kissing. They know I ain't dealing with the drama. So you know, go. You got the rock, told me it's a go. Niggas try to block, hit the road. Grind at the stops, I didn't hit the road. Bust a couple drops, hit the little stone. Never come to me, I made it on the floor. Never go, me and made it on the door. All up in the city and I'm around my boat. Damn boy competing, they ain't even close. Lately, this bitch looking up, looking on my job. Shorty coming, see what's up, she been on my top. We should go and play the club, chop it up, hey ya. You need something in your cup, fill it up, right now.
You ready?
Yes, sir. Let's work.
Yes. Put this work in?
Yes, sir.
You want to show off the bling?
I don't even know if they can see it in the camera.
Yeah, they can't because it's going to go bling, 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 bling. So,
that's a fact, though. That's hard work, boy.
Yes, it is.
But with that said, proceed.
You know what I mean? Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, how's everyone doing out there tonight? Yo, I got a very special guest. And you know what? This is one of the shows where I might have to learn something. You know what I'm saying? And not to say I didn't learn from the other shows, but like...
This is a different type of learning.
Yeah, this is this is something every American wants. Yeah. Every American wants. You know what I mean? This is the white picket fence. This is not just your normal conversation. This is what leads to that. You know what I mean? This is what leads to what's in your heart. You know what I mean? Everybody wants the white picket fence lifestyle. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know, honey, I'm home. You know what I'm saying? Man. So let me introduce somebody that's successful and married.
And then happily married.
Oh, let me put some respect on the happy. You know what I'm saying? Put some fucking respect on the happy. You know, someone who's happily married.
It's a fact, though.
Mr. Khalik.
Khalik.
I'm sorry. When the tequila's in the system,
hey,
ain't no telling. You know what I'm saying? You know, ain't no telling.
Pleasure, my friend.
You know?
That's work. That's work.
Yo. So, I reached out to people. I'm like, yo, let me tell you something. This is who I got on the show.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And what you?
You know, I'm like, yo, I got somebody that's successful and married.
Right.
Happily married.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And they represent each other in a way that is nothing but love, success, and happiness.
Every time, though.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Consistent.
No, I said, and I don't, just being on the outside looking in, I don't know if it's rehearsed. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But
Shit.
But I feel like this is something that's missing in the world, and let's bring truth to light. You know what I'm saying? And so please, just first of all, let's get the first question. That 8 people asked me. 8 ladies.
Right.
Asked me.
Right.
Because man, gave a little briefing about who this guest was. He's like, yo, no more questions. What's his definition of a good wife?
Definition of a good wife. It's not as simple as the question. Let's start there. So, good wife. A good wife. Okay. So, the question is predicated on the husband. Right? Let me help you understand. So, a good wife. A good wife is all subjective. It's all subjective. There is no black and white answer of a good wife. It depends on the terms and conditions of the marriage.
Okay.
You know, some people, and I'm gonna just keep, I don't want to use too many words and shit like that, but in regards to like using a word that mean this, just say what it means.
Right.
Like when a relationship is comfortable going outside of the marriage, and that's their thing. Y'all can put your own words to that.
Okay.
You feel me? Yeah. So when you are in a marriage, there is terms and conditions that come prior to marriage.
Okay.
Okay? So in any relationship, anyone, with your car, with your friend, with your job, family, there's terms and conditions.
Okay.
That you have to adhere to.
Okay.
If you don't, there's a consequence.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's start with the car.
Yeah.
Check engine light come on. You don't address it, it's gonna have you on the side of the road.
So.
Right? That's the car. Let's go to the job. You go into the job, you gotta clock in. Gotta clock in. If you don't clock in, you get fired.
Yeah.
Simple. Terms and conditions. Be here at this time, right? Then you have family. Family have terms and conditions. We have to respect it. We may not like it, but we have to respect it. Technically, like, come on, we don't like it. Okay, I gotta get the oil check. Didn't know. Job told me I'm late too many times. My fault. I ain't even realize it. Family going through some shit. Whatever. I gotta address it. Same as a marriage. It's the same exact conditions. Now, if you so choose to ignore the terms and conditions, there's a keep it simple. You know how when you're about to go out and you pregame, you only pre-gaming to essentially not to spend as much money when you go out to the clubs.
Okay.
You want to already kind of be lit.
Yeah.
You want to be on.
Yeah.
So instead of 6 drinks, you get 2 or 3.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. Balling on budget. I get it.
Feel me?
Yeah.
So, in this sense, you want to have fun with your group before you mingle with other people that you don't know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? So, this is just to help people understand when it comes to a person, you're not husband and wife when y'all meet.
Ooh. Okay.
That takes time. So when you meet this person, the terms and conditions are set.
Okay.
And they get tweaked and they change repeatedly. Repeatedly.
Okay.
So you could be, let's say you was at work. You had a shitty day. You just met this woman. You know, we're gonna speed it up a little bit. You met this woman, y'all vibing. Y'all not even exclusive yet. Y'all not even a thing yet.
Okay.
Y'all still calling each other first names. It ain't babe and none of that. It's still your first name. She has to get acclimated to how you are as a person. She has to get comfortable with who you are, how you handle adversity at work. Adversity from work, coming home, dealing with the traffic, dealing with hearing bad news. She gotta get comfortable with hearing that and seeing how you handle different emotions.
Okay. I'm gonna have to stop you.
All right.
Okay.
So, I got you.
Okay.
So, when you dealing with these things, you're changing because yesterday versus tomorrow, it ain't gonna be the same. You gonna still be who you are, but you're gonna be dealing with different feelings. So you're adjusting to them as well.
Okay.
Question.
Like, because when I ask this, right? Because like, you know, I'm a dater. You know what I mean? And I know. You know what I mean? And I'm like really paying attention. And even though I act like I don't. You know what I'm saying? And most guys, they're like, yo, hey, this woman ain't worth marrying. This woman ain't worth marrying. And you know, and explaining to you know, just certain friends, it's like, yo, you know, hey, maybe it's too late for you. Maybe you gotta like really seek some therapy before you even think about loving a man, and or just maybe a man don't see that like, yo, he could be weak with you. I'm looking for the definition, like, yo.
So it's conditional.
Mm-hmm.
Let me break it down even more because maybe the examples I set weren't cut and clear enough.
Mm-hmm.
So a good wife, a good husband is conditional.
Mm-hmm.
It's all condition based.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you're willing to accept,
Mm-hmm.
whatever your deal breakers are,
Mm-hmm.
all of those determine
Mm-hmm.
that good husband or wife,
Okay.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have to know yourself first before you can collaborate lives.
Mm-hmm.
Before you can collaborate lifestyles.
Even though we're forever changing.
Facts. Because you go into the situation knowing.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy to go into a relationship with a vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, you get it. You know you want to anticipate some problems.
Mm-hmm.
That's that word that's in relationships, right? Problems.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to anticipate, hopefully not ultimatums, but there's levels in every marriage. And so, little do people realize every relationship is a marriage.
Ooh.
Every relationship is a marriage. Just because you don't title it and there's no certificate, every relationship is a marriage. When you say things like, yo, I got you. Whatever you need, I got you. When you looking out for somebody, it's the same exact condition. One just isn't as strong and it's not certificate based, but it's all based on conditions. It's all a marriage.
So what made you, my question is, right? Because you know, I don't got you being a virgin, you know what I'm saying, before you met your wife. What made you say, yo, you know what, this is a wife?
So what made me say,
like, what was her traits?
what made me say this is a wife? I'll tell you. And I'm going to speak slow. So the viewers and listeners can hear exactly what I'm saying. I'm going to speak loudly.
Okay.
So they can hear me. I come with a lot. I started with me first for a reason. You got to be comfortable with you first. You got to understand who you are first. Know your strengths. Know your weaknesses. We can talk about that. When I met this woman, when I met this person, I didn't know her. She presented herself. It was a controlled environment, and how she was moving was very much like myself. She was very to herself, chilling, her friends, her group, and you know, we had a discussion over some drinks, and that turned into a full-blown conversation. And I asked her, I was like, you mind if we exchange numbers? No intentions. Now, listen to what I'm saying. No intentions of viewing her in any possible, you know, extracurricular activities is what we'll say.
Mm-hmm.
So, speed things up. We talk. We exchange numbers. We hang out. And she was helping me with how to manage my money.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So, like, she was like, yo, better get a coupon for that. You don't need to spend all that money. Me, I don't value money. It's not a thing with me.
Okay.
I don't care about it. Like you know, like I'm not a millionaire, but I'm just my views on money is a little different. So she was helping me control my money. That's the first step. Okay, check box 1. Then she said she was gonna be at the crib at a certain time. She was on time. Check box 2. Our conversation. We was listening to music. We was vibing. That's that word, vibing. We was just having a good time. Nothing. We wasn't expecting anything. Nothing was like strings were attached. None of that. Check box 3. I was like, okay. So every relationship banks on who's going to say I love you first. Every I don't know which one it is. Every relationship banks on who's going to say I love you first. Now, this is where you get a little shaky. Because as the man, I ain't saying that shit. Let me fuck that. I ain't saying it. You're
For real?
I'm a man. Like, I don't. You know what I mean? Then you got the female who don't want to give her, like, she don't want to reveal, like, she's open. Neither party wants to do that. Right? Neither party wants to do that.
I'm different.
Listen, hear me.
Okay.
We not talking about you.
Okay.
So I jumped out the window. Head first. I said I love you first. Right? It wasn't reciprocated. It wasn't like, oh, I love you too. It was not that. Right?
So was her standards higher than your standards?
I'm going to get to that. Her standard was, I don't want to deal with the bullshit.
Ooh. I
don't even know what the bullshit is. We just met. Terms and conditions.
Yes. Very important.
I got you. Terms and conditions. I never knew what her terms and conditions were because it was too early to know. Who even know we're going to hang? We were friends. I don't necessarily need to know your terms and conditions.
Yes.
I don't even know if we're going to be a thing yet. I don't know. I don't know. So, and I told her, I said, listen, don't even worry about it. I'm comfortable with me. I said that in the beginning. I'm comfortable with me. You got to be comfortable with you and what that look like. Because some women want you to say, they want security. They want to know that they got one. Not a sucker, but somebody who really genuinely care.
Yeah.
So.
Can I ask you something?
Hold on, wait.
Okay.
So, speed it up. She was starting to see things in me, and I was keeping my word. Terms and conditions. I was keeping my word, as well as she was. Go see. What's your question?
So, like, you know, I think most men say "I love you" first.
Now,
wait, hold on.
Before you speak on most men, men. Let's just say us, men as creatures, right? We have a certain level of lust, and there's a certain level of endorphins. So endorphins is like when people praise you, stroke your ego. You feel me? They stroke your ego. You want to feel like you the man. However you see fit.
Yeah.
You want to feel that, yeah, I pulled her. I got that. You always want to feel that.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're pursuing such action, you move with the little head instead of the big head.
Mm-hmm.
And
Now,
you go where that this is usually a bad thing when you do that.
yeah, I want to say this right, because I believe there's a, when you're a man, you're in a certain mode, right? And I feel like what's that, collateral damage? Me personally, I
When
don't.
you're in a certain mode, elaborate on that mode. What's that mode?
Like let's just say I'm on dating mode, right? And
Yeah, you scouting.
you know what I mean? I'm scouting, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm just seeing what's out there.
But you scouting because you know what you want. Just like when movies do a casting call, they're casting for the right character for that role.
Not even.
That's what they
No. I'm scouting because I'm a man and I have needs.
No. Listen to what I'm saying.
Okay.
When you say scouting, you're scouting for a potential candidate to fulfill those needs. Now, you have to understand what you necessarily don't need. What you can do without.
No. But go on.
Listen, you said, I'm on the other side of it.
Yeah.
Feel me?
Like I said, this is my show where I'm learning.
Right. So, there is certain levels. And it's okay not to be at that point where you're ready for that level of terms and conditions. Some women and men, they want it, but they don't know what come with it.
Now, hold, sir. Because I believe something else. And let me explain. I believe that,
And I mean that in a positive way.
I believe that you either going to present yourself as a wife or not. And let me break this down. So, if I see that you're a busybody, right? But you're attractive, you know what I mean? And I only entertain your level of attraction.
A busybody like how?
Always up in the nigga's face. Always up in the bitch's face. You know what I'm saying? I just, try to get a real conversation with this talk. So, if I see you're a busybody, right? But you give me attention. I'm grateful for the attention. You know what I mean? Because it's like,
But she give everybody attention,
Yeah.
so it ain't that unique no more.
Yeah,
And guess what? That's okay.
It's okay.
That's not the woman for you.
Exactly.
And that's the cheat code.
But
For that particular woman.
This is what I'm saying. Women that give that attention to everybody.
So now, what you saying is you interested in this person. She just moved. She don't move the way you would like her to move.
No, what I'm saying is no. I have no interest.
Now you gotta keep in mind when you talking about a woman versus women, you go from singular to plural. You gotta be careful because not all women are busybodies.
Exactly.
So.
But I feel like it's not my job for you to show me who you are of value.
So
it's
again,
not my job to show
listen,
you. You know what I'm saying? Because you spoke on the walls.
So listen, when a woman meets you and you meet this woman, you come with terms and conditions indirectly.
No.
Now, listen to what I'm saying.
Okay.
Not you, us as men.
Okay.
Heterosexual men.
Okay.
No offense to, heterosexual men. We come with terms and conditions that we initially in the beginning want. You want this girl to do, I'm sorry, not girl, because that's keeping her age bracket. You want this woman to do X, Y, and Z, whatever the X, Y, and Z is. There are some variables that just don't matter. They just some things just you gotta pick your poison, choose your battle. You want this woman to be. You want her to do 1,001 positions in bed. You want her to be on time. You want her to cook, clean, carry. Certain things are just not going to be. Now, with that part said. Your terms and conditions come with a certain level of responsibility that you have to uphold for those terms and conditions to be valid. Right. Because remember, we're talking about marriage. We're not talking about boyfriend girlfriend.
Okay.
We're talking about marriage. You just don't meet.
Well, what leads to marriage, though?
You don't. I'm telling you don't just meet one. You don't meet a person today and you marry tomorrow. That's not how it works. There is a build up. A build up. So what you do is y'all meet. Hello, my name is such and such. How you doing? My name is such and such. Cool. Right there, y'all are now collaborating lifestyles. Whatever shit you got going on in your life, you are welcoming whatever shit she got going on in her life, and y'all bring it together.
I can't do that. I can't do that.
You already did it, sir. You're not a virgin. You already did it.
Yeah, but like,
Wait. You already did it. You just so you trying to keep it simple. Unknowingly, you do these things on the cuff. They just happen. It's you don't. When you first meet somebody, the short time of knowing this person doesn't allow you to ask too many personal questions.
I do.
Listen. Fair. Cool. Listen, cool. But to the average person, that's what we speaking. The average person, there are certain things that you just won't know unless you ask a question. If that's how you move, fair game. She can only answer or decline. Period. Right? So, you ask those questions. How many kids you got? Job, credit score, right? Cool. And from that point, from that initial conversation, from the first time y'all meet, that determines tomorrow, the following day, the following day, the following day, the following week, the following month, and then you get to a status.
Wait, can I ask you a question now?
What's up?
Because, like,
and that status is either, is this exclusive or what we doing?
See, okay.
And women are familiar with that. They usually present that to us first.
I feel like, no, I want to say this right. I understand that every woman is the prize. I want to say that right before I say what I'm about to say, because what I'm about to say might get misinterpreted.
Every woman is a woman. Some women have levels of insecurities. They don't even know they're a prize. Some do, some don't.
Well,
some men do, some men don't.
They got to work on themselves. That's
we all do.
Yeah.
We all do.
But you got to work on yourself to be functional.
Right.
But like, my thing is, right? Okay, I feel like, and it's going to sound cold, but this is just me being real. I don't give two fucks what you got going on. Like, yo, because what I got going on is good for me. And I feel like, can you compliment it? And how can you compliment it? Whether it's just sexually, all right, fine, we just have sex whenever it's convenient. Whether it's through conversation, all right, fine, we just have conversation whenever it's convenient. I feel like there's, and I understand there's no full package.
Cool.
I understand there's no full package. You know what I'm saying? But I do believe that there's something, like, prime example. I was single in July. You know what I mean? I met the perfect woman. But I knew me at that time. I ran. I ran. I said, listen, lady, I'm not even going to fuck. I can't do this. You know what I mean? Because you're too good to be true. You know what I mean? Because what type of time I'm on, like I said, I'm a workaholic, whatever, but like I'm also enjoying life.
Right.
I had to back out that arrangement, that friendship. You know what I'm saying? Because it was getting too deep. And from men's perspective, like, let's just say if I was ready, you know what I mean? I know her to the point where it was just like, yo, that's a catch. Whereas, not saying I know this girl that lives 2 towns over, she's convenient. What's the difference between a catch and convenient? Like, what's the difference to you as to say, yo, because I don't know too many men that's plus 30 I don't know too many men that's plus 30 that's really looking for relationships because they see what's out there and they're like, they cringe. You know what I mean? We talk.
Cringe from?
Like, man, this she's for the streets. Or she's for everybody. She's for this. Oh, she don't know how to talk. Her mouth is reckless.
So the woman there's someone for somebody. Not a cliche response. That's reality. There is somebody can shape and form you into what they want. They just have to be accepting of your terms and conditions. Every I don't care if it's Facebook, I don't care if it's Twitter, Instagram, a car, a house, everything come with terms and conditions. You don't pay, we taking our shit. Everything. Now, granted, everything you just ignore it because it's too much to read. We ignore it. Even in relationships, you ignore it. Whatever. You ignore. I ain't trying to hear that shit. Then when it bites you in the ass, now you want to apologize because you violated the terms and conditions.
Yeah. No.
So hit me out.
Okay.
So when you have, for the record, and we're going to speak on financials in a little bit because I know that's your thing. You like financial shit.
Nah,
You like to talk money. We're going to talk about that.
I like to talk money.
Listen,
off record.
No, right. But I'm going to put you on game, though. So, terms and conditions. So, let's just say, right?
Yeah.
We speaking on marriage, right? Marriage. Marriage is an understanding. Terms and conditions, yes. But do you understand? You can know. See, so a lot of people, I'm glad we're on record, a lot of people don't know the difference between knowing and understanding. Now, for example, right? We're going to keep it on topic. You want this woman to be your wife.
But what gets to that point?
I got you.
Okay.
You want this woman to be your wife. But you know she do a OnlyFans. You know. But do you understand? Not quite. You know. You're aware. Yeah, I know. I get it. She do OnlyFans. But what does that entail? I'm aware, but
I want to say something.
So hey, hold on.
Okay.
Oh man. So listen. So listen, right?
Okay.
So do you understand? Now, OnlyFans. Let's for the record, because we're being recorded. This is for the record. And OnlyFans can consist of anything. You can be giving knowledge. You can be doing seminars, which is in the same family, webinars, seminars, or you could be on there doing your thing. Or you could be doing something like my show and tell. People have feet fetish, hand fetish, and you could be doing that. And some guys can get off and you just have audio on it. Like there's a lot of variations of OnlyFans, but do you understand it? Are you comfortable? So, in even this right here, even this, what we're in right now, I know where I'm at. I'm in your production establishment. I understand my wife's home. Right? She's home by herself. I'm not there. That's time I don't get back. I understand that. She understands that. We agree to it. Okay? There's an agreement within the terms and conditions. Right? So, within that agreement, I properly did my part. Told her, listen, I'm about to go on this platform, discuss our relationship, our marriage, and She accepted it, and we moved forward because she knows that I understand the terms and conditions.
Okay. I want to say something. You know what I mean? And hear me out.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yeah. Okay. I believe that I don't give a fuck what I did in life through the incarceration.
Do you want to be married?
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay, cool.
You know what I mean?
Proceed.
But like, I believe that there's certain things that prevents a woman from me bending the knee. Like, you know what I mean? Your wife don't have 30 kids. Your wife does not have an OnlyFans. So me personally, right? I can never entertain a woman that has an OnlyFans, right? For anything serious.
So let me hit the brakes.
Let me finish because I know what you're about to say, but let me finish.
Let me correct you quick, fast. It's a 10-second clip. OnlyFans, they don't just get naked. Proceed.
Yeah, but like, see, that's the thing where with me, right? If you think of OnlyFans, right, you think of.
See, now you understand.
Yeah,
See that?
no.
I didn't even let you finish.
Yeah.
You understand what comes with the term OnlyFans.
So like, you know, so
you know.
So when I like, you know, let's just say there was this beautiful. Let's just say your wife, and you was chilling with this beautiful woman, right? And I'm like, yo, hey, what's up with her? You'll be like, yeah, she went to college, she did this, she's a teacher.
Repeat all of that for the viewers and listeners. Repeat that again.
Okay, let's just say you're with your wife.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all at a lounge.
Mm-hmm.
And I just happened to walk in.
Mm-hmm.
I said, yo, who's that beautiful woman?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yo, she's this person, she's that person.
So wait.
You name all these great attributes.
Do it in increments. You say, yo, who's that beautiful person that's lust?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. I'm just helping you see the increments. Proceed.
Okay. So you know, and you say, you know, because I would hope, you know, because, you know, let's be honest, there's woman code and there's guy code. You know what I mean? So, you know, after you name the fact that, because, you know what I mean, because obviously you have to be physically attractive for me to entertain you. So, and you say, hey, you mentioned she's a teacher, so I'm thinking intelligence. You mentioned.
So, let me correct you again. You would like her to be physically attractive because you'll find yourself in predicaments where they are everything you want, but they lack in certain departments. And then you find yourself compromising certain levels and saying, you know what? She don't got this, but this part
but you don't get the chance with me.
That.
You don't get the chance with me. Because I feel like, you know, and this is no knock. You know what I mean? Like you have to have some level of sex appeal.
For you. Specifically.
Yeah. So
not for all men. For you.
You know what I mean? Okay.
But that's what I'm trying to help you broaden your horizons. You may find a woman. Trust me. Mm-hmm. I'm alive. I'm in front of you.
So I'm supposed to get a 400-pound chick?
But see,
I'm to the extreme.
If you will be surprised the caliber of woman. Okay? Women, they are very special creatures.
Yes.
As well as men. Right? Cool. A woman in her outer appearance, that's all subjective. You can change that 400 pounds. Wait, you can change 400. I mean, there is examples in the celebrity world. You know.
But there's time. See, it has to be worth it.
You got, what's her name? Kelly Price.
Okay.
You got, what's her name? Jennifer Hudson, who were oversized at one point, and now they are, you know, presentable to a man who want that kind of woman's liking.
But if a woman sees me physically attractive, I have to at least see.
So wait, before you veer off, I want you to understand that every man to a woman and every woman to a man is an investment. Everything's an investment.
Exactly.
You feel me? So whenever you pursuing a woman, the second you say how you doing, you just made a deposit.
Okay.
The second you introduce yourself to her, you are making a deposit.
Okay.
And that deposit could very well change your life.
Okay.
She could say, "Oh my God, I was waiting for you to talk to me," or she could say, "Yeah," and then it alters because if you didn't approach her, this wouldn't be happening.
But, see, you have to be careful what you invest your time in.
You have to understand what you invest your time in. There's a difference from being careful and understanding your time investment. So
you have to earn somebody's time.
Not necessarily. You
don't have to earn time. Listen, I'm for marriage.
So let me say. When you say earn somebody's time is subjective. What level of time? Are you with them, or are you just talking to them on the fly? And
Period.
on the fly, meaning like you just introducing yourself and you keep it.
Because let's just say there's a beautiful woman, and you know, I meet her, right? And she's sucking her teeth. She has no emotional intelligence, out there.
That's subjective, but okay.
You know what I mean? No, she's out there, snapping her fingers and all this other shit. This bartender needs to hurry the fuck up.
Right.
You know what I mean? All that immaturity.
So
you know what I mean?
It's not immaturity. It's
immaturity when a woman says.
It's conditioning. No, it's not immaturity. That's conditioning. She has something going on with her that she's still dealing with, whatever that may be, and she's learning, and however she may feel, she's responding to the other person. Because who's to say the person that she's responding to wasn't giving her attitude? So there's always now. My temper is, we've been we hung out a couple times, and you see me, I was ready to fly off the handle, and I was ready to get in the mix, and he was like, "Yo, it's cool, don't worry about it. I know them, they all," and right. So sometimes your environment may bring out a certain level of who you are that you don't really care who watching because you feel how you feel.
Okay, right. Hold it now, because I believe men and women are two different creatures. We have testosterone levels.
You don't believe that's a fact.
You know what I mean? That's so much higher.
Right.
I believe that in my hearts of hearts. You know what I mean? No matter how nice you are, you should be dangerous. You should have a dangerous factor about you. You should have a factor about you that's like, yo, listen, man, I would destroy this motherfucking world. Right?
Yeah.
Any man that you see me chill with or talk to,
but you gotta check it.
They have that. Yeah, exactly. They have that you see it in them. Yo, don't fuck with them because hey,
see, like me, I don't take. I'm very particular on who I'm around and what I allot myself to be around and time that I give. I'm very, very particular. So when it comes to confrontation, I don't invite it. That's not my thing. Yeah. But I'm willing to protect my valuables. Whether that's my integrity, my tangible items, or my loved ones. Even if it's you, and we got problems, and you got problems with somebody, me and you handle that. Period. I'm not asking you, yo, you good? Everything? No. If I see you in distress, we handle that.
Okay.
You feel me? Like that's just where I don't have that. And now my wife teaching me, hear me, terms and conditions. She's teaching me to have more grace. Like, yo, listen, every fight don't need to be fought. Pick and choose your battles. It's not that deep or that serious. Because what you have to lose is much more valuable than this little bullshit moment of how you feel at the time.
I think that, and I'm glad we even though we're veering off, because
we're not. I got you.
Because I was explaining to somebody earlier, just and this is why I was running a little late, I was like, yo, don't tell me shit. Because I got so much shit to lose. Don't ever tell me shit like that again, because it's not going to be a pretty sight. It's not going to be whatever. I'm not of that caliber that you're used to dealing with. I'm of a different caliber. And I want to say this correctly. I believe that, and like, I have a great lifestyle, you know what I mean? A good lifestyle, healthy lifestyle. But
to your liking.
To my liking. I mean,
right.
I'm just saying, 75% of
lifestyles are subjective. I'm just helping you gear it
I
correctly.
think 75% of America will want my lifestyle. You know what I'm saying?
I'm here, so
yes.
I don't disagree with you.
Yes.
I'm just saying lifestyles are subjective.
And
some people happy with just being in the room and efficiency. You feel me? So lifestyles are subjective, but proceed.
You know what I mean? So but like, and then I was telling her, I'm like, yo, see, you're so used to dealing with people that have nothing to lose. And I said, the way you're talking, it's like you can never be important to me because you don't value me and what I have.
How did you come up to that conclusion? How did you do that? She gave you terms and conditions.
She didn't give me. I gave her terms and conditions.
She gave you terms and there is no way, shape, form, or fashion. She didn't give you terms and conditions because you need something to respond to. You gotta have something to respond to. That's a fact. You gotta have something to respond to say this ain't for me. If she was a mute and she didn't say nothing, then you wouldn't know.
No. It was. I don't want to express her business, but like, she said something. She said what she was going through.
Just don't name drop. It's okay.
She said she was going through something and this and that. And I'm like, yo, in this mutual friendship, you know what I mean? That's convenient.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because she understands, like, yo, hey, this is just convenient. You don't have what it takes for it to be something more than
that's
convenient.
What she told you.
No, that's what I told her.
Okay.
See, I believe men should have standards too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
now, let me help you. I'm glad you said the word standards, right? In marriage, because that's what the topic we're on. I'm gonna keep us on track. So, viewers, just soak it all in. Pause. So, standard. I'm gonna give you a little story, right? You can relax and just listen to help you understand the financial part of this marriage. When I first met my wife, I was sitting on a couple dollars, a couple thousand, like 5 figures, strong 5 figures, right? So she telling me how to manage my money. We hanging out, and I'm just spending it because to this day, I don't value money. I respect money. I don't value it. It don't control me. I respect it though. I pay my shit on time. I pay my shit on time and do all that. Right? So, that was settlement money from a case I had. Right? So, time goes on, my money is depleting. I'm losing, I'm spending so much, I don't got nothing coming in. Right? So, as time progresses, we're getting stronger as a unit. My wife and I, not at that time though. So, just for the fans and the viewers, I gotta find a job now. I still got bills. I got a whole apartment. I got essentially a 2-bedroom apartment. I got a Denali truck. I'm doing pretty good for myself. My bills is like $4,000 a month. Right? She was impressed by that I had my own shit. That I was living on my own. I'm in the boonies. I'm chilling. But now I gotta maintain my bills. This is settlement money. I don't have a job. I told her. She was cool. So as the money started getting low, I need to find a job. So I'm in temp service after temp service, going through hella bullshit. Temp agencies giving me the runaround, going through racial shit. They not giving me the hours that they claim that it's guaranteed. I'm just going through hell in the hot fucking water. Right? And she don't know me yet. She don't know me. And I'm in front of her face going through this shit in real time. This is after I...
Do you express it?
What? I don't know how not to.
Oh.
So I'm an emotional person. My sign is a Libra. For women are real big on signs. What's your sign?
Team Gemini over here. We're the
Libra.
best.
October 5th. You hear me? So it was a whole thing. I was fucking struggling. You hear me? Bad. For two reasons. I don't know this woman enough, but I don't know her. I don't know how to control my emotions enough not to express how I feel. I can't do it because the shit that I was going through was in real time. She's in front of me. She's supporting me. Holy shit. Never experienced this. Day in my life. It's like, what the fuck? So I'm battling through different jobs, different agencies, and temp service. You go through temp and they send you out somewhere. And whatever issues you go with that company, the temp services find you another spot. You can't, whatever you go through with that job, they say, okay, cool, whatever, and they send you somewhere else. Cool, right? I lose multiple jobs for dumb shit. I wanted more hours. They fired me because I was trying to get more hours, right? So now I need money. My lady at the time, she wasn't my wife. She's my lady. And see how I'm veering back to help all your questions that you was asking me. So she went to the bank, took some money out. Listen to this shit. And I'm struggling. Frankie, I'm fucking struggling. And here, bad. I feel less of a man. I don't have no money to take my lady out. I was just up. When she met me, I had thought and I blew that shit. You hear me? I blew it. And I loved it. You hear me? So I'm fucking, true story. I'm struggling. So I get to the point where I'm like, yo, listen, I'm ready to cry. Cause I ain't never felt this way about a woman, let alone I ain't never been in this position before. With a woman. I've been in it by myself. But with a woman, it's a little different. It's way different. Cause I'm supposed to, you protect you all the man shit you feel. You feel me? So I'm struggling. So we was like, I don't even want to go out. I want to stay home. She don't know me and how my emotions are. So she was like, she took the money out, gave it to me. So when we go out, she protect my manhood, so I don't feel even more less of a man. So she was like, here. So this is just to help you understand why I made my decision.
I want to say this right. Because I don't want to give credit to. I want to say this right. Because I can relate to that. I'm going to be honest.
So wait, listen. Okay. So listen. So in that moment, right? Because I want to finish it off. That moment, I got to still accept the money. You hear me? I got to accept it. It's a process. I already don't have the money that I had is already gone. It's there, but it's for my bills. I got like maybe 10 grand left. So I'm struggling. I mean, I'm chilling, but I'm like, yo, So she gave me the money, and I'm fighting to get a job, tooth and nail. So she gave me the money, and she said, "Here, just take it." And after that moment, I was like, "Yo, she it." And I was everything else. She fighting her demons at that time. I'm fighting my demons at that time, and the level of promise, I'm saying it again, the level of promise from that action that you even gave a fuck enough about how I feel as a man to protect my manhood, knowing and understanding what I'm going through financially. Oh, what the fuck? I gotta acknowledge that.
I'm gonna get personal, right? Yeah.
We ain't already.
Yeah. So like, I felt like like 4 years ago, 4 to 5 years ago, I was going through that's why I tell people, yo, it's not where you at, it's where you're going.
We're gonna touch on that too. It's just the other side of that.
Yeah. And I tell people, yo, listen, man, hey, you know how people achieve success and they hate women. And they like, yo, man, because these bitches diss me, this and that. And I'm like, yo, my man, if they diss you while you was broke, they probably diss you while you're, they see something, whatever. Maybe in becoming unbroke, you develop a spine. You know what I mean? But
what you mean? Elaborate on unbroke. Well, you develop a spine.
Like all right. When I was going through my
when you got money, you up, and then when you broke, you powerless or some shit.
No. When I was going through my financial burdens, right? I learned that it wasn't that I didn't have the money, right? I didn't have just the assets that I have now. I learned that like that shit didn't matter when it comes to a woman. You know what I mean? I 100% agree to that. That's why when people say, hey, things about certain, I was like, yo, I can't relate to that because like, yo,
things about certain and you can't relate with.
Like, when people say, women only like guys with money.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm like, I can't relate to that because when I didn't have it, I had the most women in my life. Like it was. I was.
It's all subjective.
I was getting stomach turnings because I couldn't keep up with the lies. You know what I mean? Like, oh, right. Well, where you right. Just come from? You know what I mean? What you call that, community dick or whatever they want to say. So like,
that's another thing I want to address too.
We want to get to it. Well, hear me out.
Just because women have a stigma, guys have it too. Proceed.
You know what I mean? So like so like I'm one to say, hey, I'm on team board. It doesn't. Yeah, it is. I believe in double standards. You know what I mean? Because it needs to be. It is what it is. But like so I'm one to say, hey yo, it's not how much money you have. You know what I mean? Even though I'm doing a whole lot better than I was doing 5 years ago.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you. But like but I'm also, but I learned, me personally, that because I have things to protect, you know what I mean? And this might sound like a hypocrite. I can't entertain certain people. Certain personalities I entertained it 5-10 years ago. Because
you're at a different point.
Yeah, it's at a different point. It's like, hey, yo, or because I'm at this level, you know what I mean? I cannot entertain.
But why you can't entertain? Because you understand the level. So this is the one thing that I will, input in that particular section of the conversation. Women can also enhance.
Absolutely.
Okay? Let me say it again. Women. I won't say certain women. I'll just say women. I believe that more than most women can help enhance a man's condition. If in terms and conditions, if the man is open and willing
See, I wasn't open in like, even in the past, I was not like, yo, I was.
It gotta be. A man has to be open and willing. When I received that money, I had to be open and willing at my most vulnerable state. Oh Jesus, my most vulnerable state. I was just. It wasn't like I was always. No, I was up. I'm blowing money, and now I need it. Now, per my bank account, I don't. But I know I got like one more month and a half, and then I'm it ain't looking. No shit.
About that drink. About that drink.
Just say.
Yeah.
But I was all the way up, but I had a good time with that money. So when you say things of the sort, like you have to be willing. You have to be willing. There is no cheat code. Okay. There is no genie. There is no none of that. It's self-awareness, and you sound like you are self-aware. And it don't sound like you're ready for marriage today or tomorrow or even next year. But in the future, in the strong future, I'm talking about like 5 years from now. That's just a little clip. Once you see a side of life, and that side of life is determined upon the side you see. Because it could be good, it could be bad, or it could just be the life that you just keep seeing, which is your everyday out and about. There is a certain thing that comes over you that you just are willing, keyword willing, to either tolerate, compromise with, or understand. Not accept, because compromise is accepting. That's why I didn't say accept. Compromise is a portion of accepting. You're willing to tweak certain things about you and allow certain things about her to allow you guys to be one.
I would say this, as far
and
as...
I'm not going to forget my financial point that I just want to talk about.
Okay. As far as... I would say good women make men great. I would say that. I would co-sign that. You know what I mean? Bad women make good men terrible.
Now listen. Say that again and speak louder. Just so say it again.
Good women make good men great. Bad women make good men terrible. You know what I mean? I know at this point in my life, the most important decision in my life, you know what I mean? Okay, he's financially stable. Okay, he got a good level of currency. Okay, he's doing better than you pick. White, Mexican, white, Spanish, Asian. He makes more than that. I know at this point in my life that is the most important decision that I will ever make from here on out. It is.
So listen to this part, right? Because you already mentioned it earlier in the conversation. A good woman can exhaust a fairly good man. Hear me. I'll answer that. Why? Because that fairly good man can notice that he's not quite ready for that good woman. You've acknowledged it already. You said, I had a good woman. She was too good to be true, and I told her I wasn't ready. Right?
Yeah.
Cool. If you would have stuck it through, who knows what it would have been.
I couldn't. Wait. Let me check that situation. Because I don't want to. No, hear me out. Because I want to. Listen, at that point, right, when I met her, right, I was going through a breakup. That's one. So my heart wasn't there. Two, you know what I mean?
You ain't even let me get all that. I was going to cover it.
Yeah. Two is very important. I feel like with her, you know what I mean? Because it comes to a point where you have to settle. And if you're not in your mind to say, hey, and this is I think I got a pretty good lifestyle, you know what I mean? But I'm still hungry, you know what I mean? I'm still hungry to whatever. And I understand that you're dealing with another human being. So if I'm a workaholic and that woman wants time, I don't care if she drove past the Mason-Dixie line to come give me a sandwich. I'm not ready. I got shit to do. and most women can't respect that, and it's cool. It's great. That's why I enjoy temporary situations. But like like kudos to her. I hope she finds marriage. I hope she finds all that shit because
So then it's safe to say she wasn't for you.
She was no. That caliber, you can't listen. I hate to say this, but like, let's be real. 80% of the women out there is just So when you meet the 20%,
well, you first you gotta meet 80% of the women. You gotta meet them.
Oh.
You can't speak on. You ever drove in a Bentley?
Yes.
A 2022 Bentley?
Not 2022. But
Okay.
I drove in a Bentley. Yes.
Me too. I drove in one, but not a 2022.
Okay.
So I can't speak on that.
Okay.
If you didn't speak to 80% of the women, 85% of the women, if you didn't speak to the consensus,
80% of the women that I met, hear about, are.
So what you want to say is the majority of women you speak to.
Not just me. I'm a man. I'm
just
to
saying,
other men.
when you put a percentage on it,
you didn't get married at 21.
Right.
You got married in your 30s.
Right.
So like you gotta think about all that time. Now, not one woman was able to show them traits and shit like that. Your journey. You know what I mean?
But I'm speaking from.
So let's be honest.
I'm speaking. So understand the part that you're speaking from a bachelorette pad. You feel me?
Everybody keeps calling that to spot that, but like.
But no. So okay, I'll keep it simple.
Okay.
Keep it simple. You're speaking from a single man's perspective.
Uh-huh.
So I'm speaking from.
But I know a good woman.
So listen. I'm speaking from a man. I'm speaking from the perspective of a man who lives under terms and conditions and agreements.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Terms, conditions, and agreements.
Mm-hmm.
You understand the terms and conditions and you agree to them.
Okay.
And I'm happy and successful in those terms and conditions within the agreement. Okay? Cool. So now, within that, you have levels of compromise that you don't see.
Like I said in the beginning of the show, I don't compromise.
So, unless the woman is very, 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 very submissive, you're not even gonna like her. I tell you why. Because every man wants some level of, I'll say any human, you want some level of honesty. If they just okay and everything and just go with the flow of everything, it's like, all right, because you said earlier, it's too good to be true. You like, nah, you want something like, I want you. It's like Coming to America, and she was like, he was like bark like a dog, and she, who hop on one leg, and like.
When I'm ready for that, I will want that.
But
yes.
When it's understanding. When you get it and you see it and you like, I ain't want that. It sound good. It sound sonically to the ear. Oh, I want the woman to do this, that, and the third. Okay. Now let's flip it. Let's reverse it. For the man who wants that kind of woman, there's a responsibility.
Absolutely.
For the woman who wants that kind of man, there's a responsibility. You have to nurture, maintain.
Exactly.
Have an understanding. In any understanding, there's a level of compromise. Anyone. In any understanding, there's levels of compromise. You have to. I understand that you don't see this, that, and third. You compromised because you have your view. They had a view. You have to come. It's built within the conversation.
See. The thing is like there's a. I hear you, sir, but like there's a reality factor.
What's the reality factor?
Like let's just say. You meet a woman that's making, I don't know, $60,000 a year.
Cool. I'm glad you went there because I was about to go there.
Right,
Glad you went there.
And let's just say
$60,000 a year. You meet a woman making $60,000 a year.
You're making $60,000 a year. That's
I'm
more.
making $60K a year. Got it.
You know what I mean?
120 gross.
Yeah.
Let's just say 110.
Yeah.
Let's just say 100,000 net.
Yeah. Okay. But she wants that $400,000 house.
Okay.
That's not to me that's not a reality. Like, you know what I mean? To have that, like, you know, I and not to say, and it's going to sound cold, but like, yo, if we don't got it, we don't got it. You know what I mean? And like, and in all reality, we know taxes, we know tax brackets.
So you do it in increments.
Uh-huh.
So you said.
You're 35.
Wait. I got you. He make $60,000 a year. She make $60,000 a year. They both make $120,000. We said taxes and all that. Let's just say $100,000. Any more, we put that in savings, right? $100,000 a year, and they want a $400,000 house. So let's just say $400,000 house. Your mortgage is anywhere between. Let's just say you got the worst rate, the worst interest rate, right?
So $2,500.
And fuck $2,500. Double that.
Okay. $5,000.
$5,000 a month, right? And that's being generous. We ain't say where you at, what state, the taxes in the state. We ain't say none of that. So, cool. That's what you want. So that means you don't have it yet. Okay? Other part. Both parties make $60,000 a year. Okay, cool. Who getting a raise? Somebody is who getting a promotion? It's a lot of variables. Okay, so let's just say I'm gonna spice it up a little for you. Let's say he maxed out. He only gets $60,000 a year. Sit, he done. So which is more like 50. She not only makes $60,000 a year, she get a bonus every month based on her performance. She get a raise every year, and she get the company car with the company credit card for gas. That's one less thing. That's one less expense. Right? Cool. Now, he, as the man, making 60, has to be comfortable with his wife eventually making more than him. They already married. From my understanding in this conversation, correct? They already married.
Let's just say they are.
They already married. They together. The terms, conditions, and agreements they already been set. Now, if she gets big-headed on him, he has to know how, when to check her. Like, listen, we built this together. If she, how should I word this and word this correctly? If she just so happens to disregard the terms and conditions, let's keep it simple. Then it go where it go, and it's a conversation that needs to take place. It's a conversation because what tends to happen, most women, they're smart. They know how to condition themselves.
You think women are smarter than men?
Very much.
Oh my goodness!
Listen.
Oh shit!
I'll tell you why though. Listen.
Oh shit! Goddamn.
Listen. I'm gonna tell you why. I got reasons. I got proof and reasons. I'll give you the reasons first. So listen, right? Women just move much more strategic, much more cautious, and much more careful. I'm going to say it again. They move much more strategic, much more cautious and much more careful when it comes to what they're doing, which is why.
You think that?
This is all subjective.
Okay.
You have your opinion.
Mm-hmm.
This is all subjective.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't speak to all the women.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. But from my experience
Mm-hmm.
and my experiences,
Mm-hmm.
they move much more strategic, cautious, and careful when it comes to doing things like business. Then you have some women that are a tad bit sloppy to another observer standards. Then you have some women who are more conservative. They don't really care for how you they in the cut. You don't even know. So when you have that household as such, there are certain things within this household that needs to take place. It needs to be a conversation. There needs to be a level of agreement and understanding. The terms and conditions, and then you move forward. You can't lose sight of the bigger picture because the guy, the man, the husband may say, you know what? I want to start a business. And he may ask for her assistance financially to support him. And next thing you know, he got something. Oh shit. He done came up with an idea. She believed in him. They already made the agreement. Terms, conditions, and the agreement. So I'm with you, babe. I'm going to support you. I believe in you and what you got to offer to us. Then he go make a decision and he tell her everything he need to do. And then she financially support him. And then next thing you know, the shit not only hit, now he make all the money. Now he is a millionaire 5 years later. And now he retires her. And now she is putting in her 2-week notice and saying, listen, I don't need this no more. And just that fast, the roles go back and forth.
I think so many people are living it now.
That's in real life.
Yeah, but so many.
I'm part of that story.
Okay, but look, you gotta. Let's okay. So let's.
So and we can merge into that.
Okay, the average white woman makes 50,000, right? The average black woman makes.
I can't successfully and consciously say that to be fact. I can only say that's an opinion, subjective.
We can go off the federal U.S. census. You know what I mean? By federal regulations, because we all pay taxes. We need to pay taxes, whatever. You know, we like nice roads. So if the average white woman makes 52,000, excuse me, the average white woman makes 50,000, and the average black woman makes $42,000 a year. You know what I mean? Then you gotta look at your reality. The average white man makes $52,000 a year. You know?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
The average black man makes $42,000 a year. These are realities. Now, granted, many blessings that we live above those means, but at the same time, we have to acknowledge, this is your reality. You know what I mean?
But it's not though. It's not your reality.
Hey, let me finish. We're talking about the average people.
Yeah.
I want to reach out to them too. Like, hey, maybe you asked them for too much
And
in life.
I'm speaking loud to make sure y'all hear me, just for the record.
Maybe you asked them for too much in life without putting the proper work in. Because it's like the broke chick saying she deserves. The broke chick with 3 kids saying she deserves a good man. It's like, wait, hold. Slow down, Mom, because you need
You say that again, the broke chick that deserves a good man?
Yeah, she says she deserves a good man.
Everybody deserves someone good.
But you have to be good.
The financial status.
No, you're right. But but you have to be good, sir. You don't think you have to be good to deserve good?
I think what you said. Say that again.
Okay.
I need you to understand what you said first.
Okay. I'm saying, that there's an illusion out there.
Right.
You know what I mean? Hey, I deserve this lifestyle.
Okay, cool.
hey, this is, and they look at the what we look at as burdens as blessings. You know what I mean? Do you understand? Like, 2, 3 baby daddies. That's not. But you got kids. But you look at your kids as blessing. But to men like us,
That's just terms and conditions.
you know what I mean? Exactly. But it's not a blessing. It's a
Why ain't
you.
it? All right, listen.
Okay.
Listen. Let me tell you something. Let me help
Okay.
you. Let me help
No,
you.
no, stop. Let me say this.
Listen,
I gotta say this. I got you, sir. Do you believe that you are the man of the house?
Yes. Why
Okay.
not?
So therefore, but you're not dealing with a woman with, I don't know, a 10-year-old, a 13-year-old, and a 15-year-old that are not yours. And
But
do
listen.
you believe that?
Listen.
Do you believe?
Go ahead, get your-
You know what I mean? Do you believe as a man that I should have to listen to another man if I'm coming with my love, security, and provision? That's not fair to you.
You said you coming with love,
Security.
security, and provision.
Yes.
That's all subjective.
See,
That's-
that's being. Oh, you're curving it.
I'm
You're
not.
curving
I'm
it.
gonna tell you why. Because love. Can you see love? Can you see it? Can
Yes.
you? You
You
can't
see,
it.
you see it in the actions.
Okay, so when can you feel it?
Yes.
Okay, can that and that's you, but that's you giving it to somebody else. So let's say for
You just said you
wait,
cried.
Listen.
Okay.
When you say I gave,
Mm-hmm.
that's your point of view.
Well,
I could say
Mm-hmm.
I could pour this drink out on the floor. And you can consider that wasting the alcohol. I consider that supporting my dead homies.
Okay.
Two different point of views, same result. It's conditions. It's understanding. Terms and conditions.
Okay.
So when you say you was giving your love and how they perceive it is different
No,
things.
I'm not saying you get my love.
No, you say you was giving it.
No, I'm saying no.
I'm
Okay, my fault. Let me. You have to, like, if you're that woman, you have to understand that sometimes what you consider a blessing to your blessings is another person's
I
curse.
get what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
get it. What I'm trying to
I don't got you being the type of man. Hold on, let me say this.
Got you.
I don't got you being the type of man that if you're dealing with a 13-year-old, being a 13-year-old step parent, you know what I mean? Dealing with a 13-year-old child, and she's
I've been there before though. I did that before.
Okay.
I've dated a woman
And-
who had three girls.
and y'all not together. So therefore, that speaks in itself. You know what I'm saying? It's not that you didn't try, so you didn't have.
We
what I
had
mean?
different point of views. That's
Exactly.
all.
You know what I mean?
And that's okay. That's
No, it's
okay.
not.
That's okay.
No, it's not.
It is.
Absolutely not. I don't agree with that, and let me tell you why. Because I feel like, if you're, if you, there comes a point in your life where you have to be humble.
Or you can get humbled.
Yeah, you can get humbled.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or you can be humble. You know what I mean? But you should be humble. You shouldn't even have to get humble. You should be humble. Realize the situation you're in and what's best for the situation that you're in. And when those things occur, you should move in a way of appreciation.
And being humble is subjective too. But
there's only one way to say thank you, and that's to make that person feel appreciated that gave
being
you the
humble and
blessing.
saying thank you is two different things.
No, I'm saying there's one way to be humble. There's only one way to say. There's only one way
to appreciate. You mean?
Yeah. Like when I give you something, you're gonna say thank you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or you're gonna say good looking, right? And you're gonna say it in a way where you
we both understand.
Yeah. So and like people don't look at their situations and say, hey, thank you. This is a blessing. You know what I mean? Hey, it might not been what I've been asking for, but this right here, deserves this.
So,
And that goes for both genders. You know what I mean?
So what I'll say, everything, every woman. I'll speak more on a universal basis. So for any particular person looking for a particular partner, whether it be female to man, y'all can finish the rest. So there's certain standards that you set for yourself unintentionally. You just do it. It's just what you do. Like before you leave your house, you have certain standards. Before
Lock your door.
You know what I mean? Before you leave your bedroom, you have certain standards. Before
Brush your teeth.
Right. All the above. You never all the above. So when you have, like, again, we're talking about being married.
But it has to get to marriage.
Listen, but I'm just talking about. We're talking about just the understanding. When I was going through my situation financially and job stability, when I was struggling, right? I was working at this job. I'm not going to name drop the job, but I was working at this job. True story. It's a fact. Working at this job, I applied. I had to take a test. Had to do a drug test. I had to do a whole lot of. It was a whole procedure to get into this company, right? And not even to get. This is just the interviewing process, right? So I did it. I'm at work at my temp job. I ain't even officially in this job yet. This is my temp. But this is the only temp job that allowed me to get the hours that I needed, and that's a whole nother story. But get the hours that I needed, and it was pretty decent in pay. So I'm in there. I took my test. I come to work the next day, and this job allows you to kind of be in your own station and let you do you. And they always had the doors open, like they had garage doors open and shit. So I put my hood on because it was cold. Had my coat on, hood on, earphones in, and they don't know if I'm either on the phone or I'm listening to music. So after I took my test, I called my girl. And I was like, yo, I took my test. I did the interview. She was like, okay, cool. Right? I was like, yo, I hope I get it. I was like, yo, if I get this job, the sun gonna come out. Because every day before this day, it's been a lot of dark days. It's been a lot of cloudy nights. The dark clouds have been following me. I've been trying. I don't know how not to get it. How not to go get it. I don't know how not to hustle. I don't know how not to do it. It's not even in my DNA. I gotta go get it. I have to. So she was like, you got it? And at me, it's me. I'm invested. She said, you got it. You got it. This was before engagement. I ain't even proposed yet. She said, you got it. Don't worry about it. You got it. She don't even know. She don't even know the company. So she don't even know how good or bad I did on the test. She don't even know. She just had faith in me. Hear me? So I said, all right, cool. My confidence was up. The phone automatically hung up. My music came back on. I'm vibing out. I'm confident. Terms and conditions. The agreement that we indirectly already agreed to. So I get the job. Boom. I'm excited. I'm happy. Now, as time progresses, I'm starting to make more than her. By a lot. Do the terms and conditions change from the agreement? I give it to you. No. Because as a woman, you have your terms your conditions and what you agree to. As a man, you have your terms, your conditions, and what you agree to. Now, when you understand those terms, those conditions, and what you agree to accept or not accept, then y'all collaborate those terms, those conditions, that agreement. And this is before you get married. This is before you say, you my girl, you my man, this all that. Before all of that. Now, the beauty of all of that shit, you get to see if they fool you or not. You ain't gonna get to that point. You be like, yo, I don't like how you do this. And then how you handle conversations on the phone, how you handle conversations in person, how they handle your anger, how you handle their anger, how you handle you driving and they don't like how you drive. Just all little shit that go on with you that can be like, yo, you're fucking annoying. Whether it's your voice, your laugh, your sneeze, your sleep, do you snore? All of these variables determine the terms and conditions that you are willing to agree to before you say, will you give me the rest of your life? Key word, life.
I feel like, okay. All right, before I wrap this up, I'm going to say this, all right?
It's a lot. I got so much more.
I mean, yeah, what
it's so much. This is just this is nowhere. This ain't even when you are married. This is all before.
Okay, so like, yeah, you know,
it's a lot.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap this up because you know, this is probably my longest show. You know. So,
it's a lot.
Yeah, so
it's a lot.
We definitely could do a part 2, you know. But yeah, like I said, like one thing, I'm like straightforward. I'm a firm believer of love. You know what I mean? I love to see people in love. You know what I'm saying? And you know, but like and we're going to get into it in a later show. You know what I mean? The terms and conditions. You know, trust me. I'm a title that terms and conditions of love. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it's been an honor having you on. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Yeah,
definitely. Just always know. Always know. In any relationship, anyone, I don't give a fuck if it's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, they all have terms and conditions, and when you violate them, they'll tell you. They'll block you. They'll cut you off. They'll suspend you. You know, they just do little shit to let you know. And in relationships, they come with terms and conditions, and it's not a bad thing.
I know. I 100% agree that. You know what I mean? You know,
it's just, you know,
all relationships consist of terms and conditions.
Even the most pure, the most innocent, or the most reckless, crazy, and devious, they all consist of terms and conditions. Part 2 coming.
Part 2 definitely coming. You want to say goodbye to the guests?
Part 2. We got part 2 coming.
Yes.
2 coming. 1,000